Yes.
Question, you can print this exact page.
Yeah.
How high up does it go?
That is a printed page.
Okay. And then two, when you have the information there, are you also writing it on paper somewhere else, or is that it?
That's it. Why should I have to write it anymore? Because remember, I printed it,
In your paper file.
and here it is.
So as it changes, do you periodically update that?
No, I don't have time.
You know
But
where it
when,
is.
so let's say that he bought an investment property downtown Paulsville. When I close, when I got my head settlement statement, my file is this thick, before I put it in the filing drawer, I always am very disciplined about going into Outlook and updating it. Because I don't know the next time I'm going to touch him. I don't know the next time I'm going to see him. See, I have an old business. I mean, I've got a lot of years in this. And
So
so,
then when that file closes, you could just put on there so it can house, date, and that.
sure, just like that one right there.
What is it?
Address, date closed, price. I don't need anything else because I can go into tax records, I can go to MetroScan, I can look it up. I don't need to go pull the old file. Any other questions? Yes.
How often do you purge?
What?
How often do you purge your system?
What do you mean purge?
Dump way old clients, you know?
Oh, so I take him to Feeney. His system was before this system, but this has evolved from that. This would be one of my A clients. If he has A, B, C, D, D is for delete. That would be purging. I only, you never know, because let's say that this client, I was driving to XYZ Real Estate, saw my client's car there, saw him in the window sitting there with somebody. Well, shoot, he just listed one property. What happened was that 4 months later, guess who's calling me? I'm sorry, will you take me back? I'm sorry, I listed with XYZ. I don't get rid of them. Now, if they're deceased,
You have to let it go.
well, you know what? Sorry. I'm sorry, that was They do have relatives, so I do live in here. Because I might get it from the attorney for the estate or something. And so when I do know, reading an obituary or something like that, I will say that those little scraps of paper, if you walk by my office, you'll just see stuff on the floor, way down, where I really don't have to look at it. It's not here where I have to mess with it. That is all stuff that when I am slow, I'm going to update my database. Could have a little scrap of paper, an obituary, person passed away. I'll leave them in here, Ed. I'll leave them in here for a while until, okay, they're gone. I'm not going to have the family. I'm not going to say, do you want to list that house? I'm not that kind of person. I'm not gonna. So anyway, yeah.
Maybe it's obvious, I can't do it all in one summer, but when I open mine up too, when I'm being good, if I'm not consistent,
You are another power user of Outlook. You are excellent.
but I try to have that page open when I'm just making contacts, touching bases with them. I
Me
haven't
too.
talked to them in a few months.
Me too.
And then, oh, you had a new baby, so I'll type on the baby's name. So
Right.
next time I'm calling up house baby so-and-so.
So you're
I don't remember.
so you're talking and typing,
Typing.
and so do you have a headset? Or are you going like this?
I'm doing this.
Okay, I go like this too. I do that too. Yeah. Let me see here, Frank. How do I get? How do I get your Outlook here? So we're going to take a look at Frank's Outlook. He's another power user. When I looked at his, I said, oh my gosh, Frank, I said, you're the only other person I know that's got more contacts than I do. I have probably about 1,200 people in my database. And Frank has over 2,000. So he's, and how many do you have in yours? Oh. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter.
3 or so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So here is Frank Wilson's Outlook. So let's look at a contact there. So everyone's familiar with how you use this.
Mhm.
So if Frank wanted to look at his email, he'd go here. Here's his calendar. Contacts. Down here, right down here, you see it says 2003. my gosh, Frank. Here's a sample. If I can get it to come up. So, I imported Frank's picture in here just because I want to make sure that you guys knew that you can import a JPEG. I like to, if sometimes when I'm talking to my clients, they're in watching me work my computer. What a great compliment if they're sitting there. I open my Outlook, their picture comes up, picture of them standing in front of the house when I sold it to them, picture of their house right now, or you can have nothing. So on for this one here, so this is a clear version of what I just showed you out of mine. So here's Frank. It's his business card. Here's his name, company, he's the CEO. I filed him as 123 Success Club. You can file by first name, last name, however you want to do it, it's for you. Here's his email. So if I'm in Outlook and I want to send him an email, I just click. There's his email. I don't have to go to my file, open it up, look at a piece of paper. Where's that email? So you can have it right here so your time's more efficient. All of his phone numbers are here, faxes, home address. This helps me. I click this. This is the mailing address. So when I export for my calendar list or for a farm or for birthday cards or whatever, I export to an Excel spreadsheet so I can just go boom, boom, boom. I already have all the addresses. I can do it on labels or I can handwrite them out.
Jana?
Yeah.
When you do the,
Contacts. The categories?
no.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'll think of it again.
Okay, then just interrupt me when you get it. So here's what I want to talk to you about today. So Frank got a 2010 calendar from me. He got a 2011 calendar.
Oh, I know what it was.
Okay, go ahead.
Email. Okay, when you email them from there, does that email go from Outlook? It doesn't go from will the return address be John Scott, or will the return address be
John Scott.
Okay, that's what I'd like to know.
Because our computer, whether in your workroom or however you have it set up, this is going to go from Frank's computer, which he's connected to the cloud, John L. Scott Web. So it goes from Outlook on Frank's computer up to the John Scott server, and then goes out to your client.
So you just have it set up so that's why I have been hesitant to do that, because it will just go to Outlook. It won't be the it won't show my John L. Scott return address. It will just show the Outlook address. So I haven't got mine set up right.
Okay, so you can just, your signature.
Yeah.
Also your return address email says something else.
Yeah.
Jill at Comcast or Jill
Oh,
at something, or
Yeah, that's
you
what
want it to
says.
say John L. Scott.
Yeah.
Okay,
So that's what I wanted to know, that you could do that.
you can. So anyway, so we're talking about categories. Any other questions? So, I can see how many years I've been sending Frank my calendar. He's a future buyer, he's a current buyer. And where did I get him from? I have a category about where my people came from. Where did that come from? Did it come from an open house? Did it come from a referral? Who was the person that referred it to me? Whoever referred it to me is going to go in my notes. Because as I do a year-end look, where did I get my business? Did I get them from open houses? Did I got 5 referrals? Who did they come from? I want to make sure that I have extra care with that person that's always referring people to me. So I can track where my business comes from. More I touch it, more I touch that referral person, maybe he'll send me one more person this year. Hey, there's an extra paycheck. So the more you touch your database, the more you keep track of it, the more business you will do. So let's look at how did I get those categories in there? Can you guys see where the cursor is? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to add, here is, so here's the categories. So Frank already uses the categories. He's got some other things in here. I added future buyer, future listing, just as, a couple things. My past clients or everybody that have closed something with me, they all get a calendar. They all get touched here and there. I want to keep them from calling, so when Jane calls them, they'll say, oh yeah, I love working with Jana, but thanks for the phone call, Jane. You know, if I'm not touching my clients, Jane, anybody that's in an open house, anybody that I haven't touched really isn't my client. If they don't have the wherewithal to say, hey, I'm working with Jana, then they're really not mine. I'm not touching them enough to keep them part of mine. So let's do all categories, and here's the master list. So this is really important. So if you do anything, try and put this into your system. Terry, do you use this in yours? You don't. Who uses categories? Oh, cool. Good. Okay, great. So, so if you want to do, so let's say that you want a new farm. So you just type it in, it automatically assigns a new color. If you don't like the color, you can do something else, but we'll just stay with that. Click OK. It automatically checked it, so now it is, when I say OK, it's going to be up on that line, hopefully. Is it up there? There it is. Okay, so farm. So today I have a farm for everybody. Brenda, she's going to be Vanna today. So when I was trying to decide what is the best way that, because this is a Success Club, what can we as agents do to help each other? We need to farm. That's a way to add people to the database. You know, you need to contact them. Whatever your system is, you mail, you call. You're going to go stop by with a little pumpkin or a Valentine or Easter's coming. However that you want to do, I have a farm for you. It's in, hang on, it's in an Excel spreadsheet form, which is a Microsoft Office. It's also in a CSV, comma separated value, right? A CSV. So when you export information, so if I take Frank, Success Club, and I export him into an Excel spreadsheet, I can keep track of him. I can see what I want to do with him. He's my little piece of paper. I can pin him on the wall to keep track. I can carry it in my car. But if it's front and center, it's printed, it's in a folder, I'm very cognizant that I'm working that client. So the comma separated value ones that are on this disk, you can import. Plug it into your computer, open up the CSV, dump it into your Outlook. Dump it into Google, dump it in somewhere. Print it out and just get a piece of paper, but go with it. So it's a start of a farm. The criteria, Brenna, for this was, what was our search?
Anything that hasn't sold since 2005.
Right.
Single family home.
Cool. Single family home, anything that has not sold since 2005, because we know what happened. So what I did not check was I did not check to see if it was listed. If it's currently, because the tax records are only 80%, so you would have to check each person against MLS. We do not want to be mailing, phoning, whatever, to a listed property. You mail, make sure you put your disclosure on there. So anyway, here's something that is for your success that you can just take off and run.